All right, everybody, welcome. This is Bluegrass Sports Nation coming to you on a fun-filled Saturday here in Campton, Kentucky, as we've got a 14th region matchup for you here at Rose Gymnasium as the Hazard Lady Bulldogs come calling on the Wolfe County Lady Wolves for a matchup here as both teams are counting down the season, Lucas, as we get ready for the 55th District Tournament coming up next Saturday, a week from today, here at Rose Gymnasium as well. This is Brendan Miller here at Bluegrass Sports Nation, along with Lucas Miller on the call here at here in Campton. Lucas, I think we've got about 5 minutes till this one gets rolling, but I think are we waiting on some ref right now? Is that what we're waiting on?
Yeah, I think we might have one that got caught up in a little traffic up in Jackson. And he should be here, though, the next 5, 6, 7 minutes, I think.
Good deal. Well, we didn't want to go live too awful soon just for the fact that we know we may have to wait here just a little bit before we get this one going in full for the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Wolves. Little before we get into talking about this game, Lucas, I want to say congrats to our great young lady, Bree Tincher. Looks like I just got a message here from her mother that thinks she's breached the 2,000-point mark here today in a game just a few moments ago, and I'm sure I'll get something up on the website about that later on this afternoon.
Anytime you reach 2,000 points, it's a remarkable achievement. But, we have to remember Brianna is a junior.
Mm-hmm.
So that's even more remarkable that she was able to achieve that goal, lofty accomplishment as a junior. And, she's got a outside shot to get 2,800 and, barring any bad luck or, shortage of season or anything next year, almost be a lock to get 2,500. So,
and I haven't really nailed that down for sure yet. But I very well may be at have that Jackson City Hazard game. These same Lady Bulldogs will be at Jackson City on Monday night, so we very well may have that. A little bit up in the air right now whether or not Breathitt County is going to, whether Letcher is going to be at Breathitt on Monday night. We have that one scheduled right now to be broadcast, and if that's the case, then I'll may run up and do the Jackson Hazard game myself up on top of the hill and have another top of the hill, bottom of the hill doubleheader going on there in Jackson as we often do here at BSN. So we'll be back here Tuesday night if everything goes as planned. Of course, right here at the end of the season, games being canceled and scheduled left and right. Wolfe County Wolves are headed to Leslie County right now. They just left here a few moments ago, so they've got a late ad game with Leslie County and Hyden tonight. So I think that one will be on WSGS, so you can probably tune in, all the Wolves fans out there, and watch that one a little bit later on this afternoon. So Cats are taking on South Carolina right now. I haven't seen anything on that. Should be at least at halftime, so we'll see if we can get you some scores there. But Hazard's not back out on the floor yet. The Lady Wolves are out pumping some threes and taking a few shots here, and so it's we'll see how long it's going to be before we get this one started, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen on time.
I'd say it'll be probably 5-10 minute delay. I assume he probably ain't going to walk in dressed and ready. So,
well, we'll take this opportunity right now to put on our screen there. Me at one point that they sell more mobile homes than anybody in this part of the state, so they got a great location.
They're coming on and off that lot. It seems like every other day. Yeah. You know, a mobile home leaves that lot or pulls in and everything. They're really good people, and they do a lot for our community. And as they do, you know, they're from Breathitt County also, good people up there.
It's amazing how close Breathitt and Wolfe County are with the people that interact. You know, you know, in times, and of course, BSN helps bring us all together too, because we got so much Breathitt, Wolfe, Jackson stuff going on here. So really intermingled communities, and that's wonderful. Finally, the Wolfe County Public Library do a fabulous job over there. You know, one of our big issues always in Eastern Kentucky has been and will continue to be literacy. So absolutely take advantage of the library folks. And, you know, it's not just books anymore. They have all kinds of visual things and online things and things that I probably don't explain very well.
There's thousands of things you can access from the public library at your house, you know, nowadays and everything. So it's a very, very valuable asset for our youth and everyone else.
Well, it looks like we've got the clock stopped here at 1:25 to go, so we're in a holding pattern. See, we've got Jacob King over there in one set of striped outfits, and then the other one
is Brian Napier, I think.
Brian here, okay. Haven't seen him yet. So
I think we're got a two-man crew. It's pretty there's games all over the region today. So
right, yeah. I mean, there's and all the games that are going on over in Prestonsburg. I know the JET Sports Kentucky Prep Showcase usually held at Jackson City because of capacity reasons. I think Mr. Turner moved that over to Prestonsburg today, so that's not in Jackson, but I'm sure that takes up a lot of officials as well. So we got Jacob, say Brian's coming, and we're going to have a two-man crew. Okay, so we're probably waiting on Brian right now. We'll give him a little shot for that a little bit later on, but but these guys, man, I don't know when they do real jobs. You know, they're somewhere every night.
And I'll brag on Jacob. I coached Jacob in high school, and, you know, after high school, Jacob started working at UPS, and he's one of the guys that go in at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and works till 6 or 7 a.m. loading the trucks for the next day for all those guys and unloading those big trucks. And, you know, and he'll a lot of times go ref a ball game, or he also umpires baseball and softball for me, and he'll go do one of those games till 8, 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then he'll come home, change clothes, and go to work, you know. So,
well, no, folks, and that's something we want to mention. You know, you see it, and you really don't realize it until you see these games. You hear people talk about the referee shortage. I mean, if you're interested in being an official, not just for basketball, but across the wide spectrum of what we have here for KHSAA, get involved.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's needed. I mean, these kids can't play without officials, so and we can't bring you the game without all that stuff taking place. So we need officials. And, you know, as long as you don't have Kyle Maggard calling your game, you're usually in good shape. But it's all these fellas do a wonderful job. I mean, I can't tell you how many nights a week I see Chris Ambergy and see Justin Ambergy, and Spurlock is now here. Told him he's just going to have to move on into Jackson because we see him all the time. And Brian Johnson's around, and you know, sometimes even the Christie and everybody else has to get involved, you know.
What people don't realize also is, you know, down here on this end of the region, there isn't as many referees and everything. And, you know, we have Brian Johnson, Chris Sandberg, and Mike Melton. A lot of those guys from Letcher and Knott County drive an hour and a half, you know, 4 or 5 times a week. And, you know, that's a testament to them, you know, wanting to be there for these kids and make sure these games happen and everything. And
well, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, you don't have many, you know, just like you said, you don't have many based down this way.
No.
And these guys are all up, you know, and I'm sorry, when I hum-hawed there a few minutes ago, I was trying to think of Mike Melton, and Mike has to get out and call the game. He's the AD at Letcher Central. So, I mean, these guys all have day jobs, you know. Brian Johnson works at the school system up there as well. So, Chris Amberg is the head baseball coach at Knott Central. So all these guys are involved, and it really allows the game to go forward. It not only make it better, but it allows the game to go forward. So looks like hopefully Brian will get here soon, and we can get this game going. Meanwhile, these ladies are putting up a bunch of shots out here. So let's hope they all don't get themselves worn out. But it'll be, the Hazard Lady Bulldogs come in here today, 5-17, not the season that they wanted for sure, but still, yet Coach Josh Hurton, his first year in charge of the program there at Hazard. They've had a little bit of upheaval with the transfer and some girls not playing and things along those lines. So always difficult as the season goes. But they've got Big Annie Harris in there, who does a wonderful job. She's at 16 a game, 12, averaging a double-double. So Annie's going to be a star for them, and Mallory Combs. So they've got some players. These two teams met back on February 25th. Week ago.
Yeah.
And Hazard won that one at Hazard, 59-54. So
Wolfe had a 2-point lead with about a minute and a half to go, and Hazard was able to go on a run and ended up pulling away. Wolfe had to start fouling late, and after Hazard was able to get the lead, and Hazard done what they had to do, hit free throws, and finished it out.
Yeah, we got, of course, senior Libby Danner as well. So interesting. We'll talk a little bit. I want to, with both of these teams being here today, of course, talk a little bit about the flood situation in Breathitt County. Both of these communities, both Campton, Wolfe County, and Hazard, Perry County, have really reached out to Breathitt County. I'm sure they have done to Lee County as well. I'm, as county attorney in Breathitt County, I'm mainly keep up with our business there. But I know that, Happy and Mayor Mobilini, and Scott Alexander up in Perry County have really initiated the call, sent a lot of help to Breathitt County. We appreciate them so very much. You've got Raymond not only selling cars, but he's your judge down here, and he's reached out. He and great Gene Booth, who I love, excellent guy. Got some really good people down here that have really, everybody's pulling together in that regard. If you saw, get a chance to go back on the Bluegrass Sports Nation Facebook page, check out the interview I did with the principals of the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance yesterday. I did it personally, just for elected official wise, and then put it on the BSN page, but really good informative information there. Amazing. If you get a chance, go check out the church over at the Church of God, First Church of God over on Highway 30 West in Breathitt County. I actually be heading back there after this game is over to check on things there and to help as much as I can. We've had, like I said last night, I've got two properties. My mother and father's home is really, really ravaged by the flood. And then my mother and father-in-law's home that are across the creek from us up at Noctor got hit pretty hard too. So we had the flood remediation people in just before I came down here, and we got a lot. But that's a small kick in the compared to what everybody else is facing out there. I mean, I've just never seen, you've seen historical photographs of towns underwater. But when you look at those aerial shots of Betaville, wow.
Yeah. A couple of good friends of mine, Chris Smith and James Ed Wisman, they both work through the health department, and Governor Brashear's actually done a post about them. They went in a boat to Lee County Health Department and got the COVID vaccines that were there waiting to be administered to different people and everything. Obviously, that, couldn't take place, so they didn't want those to waste. And they went in on a John boat and got those out and took them to another area and everything. And, it's a lot of travesty out there. It's hard to fathom, if you haven't been directly affected. I heard a number out of Breathitt County, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's like 200 to 300 people that are families that they think have lost everything.
Yeah. Well, the numbers I saw, and this
could very well rise.
Official, I mean, and you're talking households.
Yes.
They said it was 2,000, 2,500 people.
Yeah.
I know just the numbers were, of course, I think probably most people heard around about the evacuation that happened, when there were concerns about the Kentucky 15. What Kentucky 15 is through the middle of outlying Jackson, there's a dam. And there were concerns about it may breach. My parents, I lived at Lakeside my entire life up until 2009. There comes Brian in the door, and he's not dressed, so we'll wait on him to get ready. And then and my parents were over there, and I had to go and evacuate them. And man, I tell you what, the word was there it was 1,000 people. Of course, the tragedy that happened was that around Pambo Lake there in Jackson is you have both the hospital and also the nursing home. And those 80 some odd people had to be evacuated from the nursing home and taken to Jackson City School Gym. Some of the more intensive care were taken to Hazard, I believe. But man, you look at the magnitude of this situation. I mean, one of our most blessed people, most treasured people,
Sure.
excuse me, our elderly could have lost their life in that, man, just because they were having to be, you know how fragile they are. I've hit 50 and I'm getting pretty fragile. I couldn't imagine having to get in a school bus because Breathitt sent their school buses over there to transfer them, and it was a sight, folks. I mean, I was, not to call any attention there, but I was running up and down Lakeside jumping fences, beating on doors, trying to get people out to see if they were actually in when the evacuation order was out, because it was quite scary. The word was this could happen imminently.
Yeah.
And they were telling people, said, drop everything you have and leave. My aunt her house was surrounded. We had to get her out in a boat and bring her over and stuff. So it's all of my neighbors that I'd known for years. It was just crazy stuff. I mean, things you see in the movies happened right here in Eastern Kentucky, and now everyone's banding together. Let's hope it stays this way. I'll tell everybody, if you want to. For Breathitt County, if you want to help or donate, get in touch with the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance. They're over, this came about, back during the ice storms. The Hunger Alliance really stepped up and started delivering meals to people and stuff. And now that was just a godsend because they stepped right in when this happened and just really took off. So, if you go back and watch on the Facebook page interview we had with them yesterday, they'll tell you what all is going on. But you can donate to them. Also, Aspire Appalachia there, which has been set up in Jackson just for the future, to try to work on the future of our community. And then you also have the city of Jackson's taken. Now, last night we talked about Lee County. I want to give some information on that. To get back to my stuff from last night, Coach Josh Brobwell of the Lee County Bobcats had given me that info last night for the Lee County. Got Lee County. I think the number you can call, and I've got kind of People's Exchange Bank's taking donations there at 464-9609. It's my understanding they don't have phones over there because they don't have electricity. Yeah. And then the Citizens Bank Trust Company of Jackson also has a Betaville branch, and they're doing flood relief as well. I mean, their number at the bank is 464-9002. But there's at least probably 4 or 5 feet of water in the bank, as I understand it, and so you can call Breath at the location at 666-7575. And then trying to see here, I'm sorry, I got about a half a text on the Lee County recovery is for the flood victims, again, is 464-9609. So, folks, if you get your place, I'm leaving when I get done here and going back to do tire outs all night and stuff like that. But when you get your place done, get out and help somebody, because I'm fortunate enough and blessed of the Lord to be to not be in need, other than the damage, you have to replace it. But some folks have lost everything and don't really have the resources to be able to replace it, or the physical ability to be able to endure.
Sure. And one thing I wanted to touch on also, I seen yesterday you done an interview with Tony Turner and Mike Tawby and Alex Hamilton and Brady Salisbury. 4 great people. People obviously all over are hurting. Families are hurting. But if we think about what high school and all students have went through in the last calendar year, and this is when they form, a lot of their,
I've got 2 teenagers. You've got a teenager. I can see the difference in them already. And stuff. So the House bill, I guess it's Senate Bill 128 that's pending right now to maybe give seniors a 5th year of. And really, folks, again. And I'm sorry, if people know my background, I played at Breathitt, Union College, All-American, all this stuff and everything, which means absolutely zero in life today, other than the fact that you place academics first. Yeah. But sports is crucial for our kids. But, the thing about it is that bill was initiated, and the way it was done is because, my kids have been virtual for a year now. Yeah. This started on March the 11th last year. We're on March the 6th now. Or the 12th. Well, I was on the way to the SEC tournament to cover it when everything got shut down. And so we're looking at it 365 days here that our kids, my kids, other than for football practice and stuff, really haven't been out of the house.
And educationally, you won't find an educator that will tell you that students aren't going to learn more and do better in school. You know, I'm an educator, and I see kids all ages, and there's no comparison. We have phenomenal teachers in Wolfe County and Breathitt County and all these surrounding counties that try their best to make sure it's the best case scenario. But obviously, every school district wants to get their kids back in school in a safe manner, and, you know, that's how they can learn the best. And
and you hear this stuff about, you know, in other places about, you know, teachers not wanting to go back to school or something like that. I'm not going to get into all that stuff or anything along those lines, but that's not the case here.
No.
I think everybody's ready to go back to school.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, you know, I think if I'm not mistaken, Breathitt, and you can talk about Wolfe, Breathitt is going to be back probably 4 days a week, starting the 15th, I think, given if we get all the cleanup and ready
Wolfe
to go.
Wolfe already is.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We started back last week, actually. Last Monday was our first 4-day week back, and I think we had a 95% staff take the COVID vaccine, you know, which shows, you know, we want to get back in the classroom. We want to do everything we can to protect our kids and everything. And we have great janitorial people and people that are doing everything they can to keep everything clean. And, you know, just trying to give some structure back to our kids and let them get back to a routine. You know, that's so important. And obviously, you know, I can't imagine what, you know, Breathitt and Jackson City's kids and Riverside's kids are going through right now. You know, it's one thing to have a –
Brian has popped out of the dressing room. So, Lucas, we've filled over 15 minutes here right now. And I apologize, folks, if we probably maybe should have waited to start the stream so people don't have to get through this until they arrive. But we filled that time. He's out. We're going to have just a two-person crew, and that's what's happening right now, folks. Is you just can't have enough referees.
No,
and
absolutely not.
These Saturdays when every team's playing, I mean, it's just nuts. And, you know, you'll have that in the district tournaments coming up. Of course, the entire region's going to play next Saturday, you know, their first-round games. So it's they're trying to get it in with less exposure to everybody and get these things in. So we really can't
I don't think we're going to have any starting lineups or national
let's
anthem.
just go at it.
We're just going to roll.
Yeah, it's I'll flip it back over real quick, and Brian's we'll go.
Hazard's won the flip.
Mm-hmm. So we've got our usual starters here for Wolfe County. You've got Colwell, Smith, Miller, Bailey, and Vance. Let's see who we've got for the Lady Dogs. You've got Mallory Combs, Libby Danner, Annie Harris. You've got number 13, who is Taylor Couch. Is that correct? And 25, who is Destiny Huff. So there are your starters. And we're ready to go. Lady Dogs inbounded to Danner, around to Huff. Huff back to Danner. Looking over the top. Huff on the left wing, guarded by Colwell. And a little shut there by Couch does not connect, so it'll be off to the Wolves. Wolves 11-5 on the season now. And have a couple more games, I think, scheduled next week. Smith looks for Miller. Miller on the wing. Cross to Vance. Vance going to dribble in the lane. Kind of a jump stop and down. Here goes Colwell to cuts the corner. And Libby Danner with the block from behind. And Danner's going to come on in a hurry over to Combs. Combs kicks to Huff. Huff looking down to Harris. Harris against Bailey goes block to block. Powers her way in. No good. But Mallory comes with the rebound back to Danner. Danner up. No good on that one. Bailey's going to pull it down. Off to Vance. Minute in. Vance to Bailey with the three. No good. Huff with the rebound.
the three-point shot, obviously a large part of the Lady Wolves game there. Coach Brown was telling me yesterday they went 3 for 21 against Jackson City in the first half, and I think 11 for 20 in the second half.
Yep. Couch going to fire another three. No good on that one. Yep, they did have 14 here on Thursday night. So we know they're going to shoot it. It just depends on how it goes down. Smith picks up her dribble, looking for Colwell on the baseline.
Hazard in man-to-man. Caldwell looking to isolate and drive. She pitches to Smith. Smith off the Vance for three. No good. Rebound by Hazard.
Comes Danner up the right-hand side, kicks it over to Huff. She's going to launch a three, and no good on that one. Kenzie Miller with the rebound. She's going to lead the break. Bounces past the WC logo off to Bailey. Miller looks again for the three, and she pulls up, and no good on that one. Pulled down by Mallory Combs. Combs, nice handle here, crossover.
Combs had a really good game against the Lady Wolves last week. I think she went for 25 or 30 points.
Takes it back out front, going to set up the offense. Gets to Danner on the wing. Danner looking for Harris. Gets it on the baseline. She's going to be tied up and will be over on the alternate possession to the Lady Wolves. So 2:45 into this one. Got a slow start, Lucas. Nobody scratched yet, but we'll see.
I think maybe both teams shot for probably close to an hour before the game. Maybe they might have wore themselves out. Might have to wait to catch their second wind here.
Bailey on the wing. She's going to drive across the lane up. Harris blocks that one. And 2 block shots already for the Lady Dogs. Combs on the drive, going to kick it out to Huff. She thinks about the three, pulls it down over to Danner. Danner out top. Lets a three go. No good on that one. Colwell with the rebound. She'll lead the break here. And she's going to take it to the hole. And Danner with another block. That's 2 for Libby. Across the lane, Harris up to Bailey on Harris. Scores the first basket of the game for the Lady Wolves. I think our man here, Todd Kidd, on the camera. Came up and ready to rock and roll. Danner on the wing to Huff. Mallory Combs guarded by Vance. It's it into Harris. Harris on the block. Nice move
there. Yeah, it's a real good move there.
Annie Harris averaging a double-double, folks, so you know she's going to put up some points and get some ribs here today. Already with 1 block. Bailey with the baseline shot, no good. Pulled down by Huff, up to Combs. Combs, 1 on 3, and she's going to come out of it with a foul.
I think that's Vance on the reach in there.
Mm-hmm. She forwards into the basket. Looks like Vance is going to check out here real quick.
She might have some blood on her.
Yeah, and she does. We can see it from here. And here comes Hannah Kidd in. Kidd been a big factor for the Lady Wolves here in the last week or two. Ball into Huff. She's going to let the three go. No good, but Libby Danner with the offensive rebound. Push shot back up off glass. No good. Mallory Combs with the rebound. Blocked and going to be out of bounds. Does not go out the door. Stays in the gym. And we'll stay with the Lady Dogs. Danner into Harris on the block, and she's tied up.
Looks like we're going to have a foul here.
We'll call that on Kenzie Miller. She doesn't know why. looked like that was a win.
I thought that might have went to Bailey, but
yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
Harris with the first, knocks it down. Annie Harris. 3 already on the game. Harris with the second. Good. She shoots at a 52.7% clip. Looks like 100% on that one. Smith out top, guarded by Couch. Down to Colwell. She's going to take it to the basket. And she protected the ball that time
used
from
her body
Danner.
a lot better that time to get that shot up there. Kidd going to guard Combs now.
Kicks it over to Danner. Danner guarded by Smith. Huff out top. Combs going to take it across the lane. Back out top to Couch.
Hazard being pretty deliberate. You know, they know what they want to do. They want to try to get it inside to Harris or Combs, isolated. Coach Hurt's going to change the play up here now. They like to set a lot of cross screens and everything. Here one comes for Harris, and then a down screen, kind of a flex action, more spread out though. Wolfe's doing a good job of helping down low. Got a three from the top of the key.
No good from
Kidd
Couch.
with the rebound.
Kidd brings it down. She's looking to, but she's knocked away, and Sarah Smith goes in after the ball and picks up number 1 on her. It's going to be third team foul on the Lady Wolves. 2:15 to go in the first period. Still 4-4. Huff around to Danner. Danner looking for Couch. Huff to Combs. And
Church's going to try to call timeout and get his offense lined out here. Both teams struggling right now to put the ball in the hole.
That one will be a 30.
I think Hazard obviously wants to try to get the ball into Harris as much as possible. Wolfe's done a pretty good job. They're sagging off of anybody that doesn't have the ball to try to collapse on Harris as much as possible on the catch. Wolfe, I think, has to try to get out into transition a little more and look to score before Hazard gets back and sets up their defense. Hazard plays a pretty aggressive man-to-man. And they look to knock you off your drive a lot of times and everything. Wolfe's got to try to get into transition and get some shooters open before their defense gets set up.
Looks like the Cats are up big on South Carolina. 55-36 maybe with the under 16 timeout. There's Mintz has hit 5 threes in the second half here from the post that I see. South Carolina must not be the best to be down big to Cats.
I like Mintz running the point at times. I think he gives them a different dynamic. He's a little more of a scorer than Askew is.
Couch to Huff, get it to Harris. She's on the block. Kicks it over to Danner. Danner's going to take it on the block. Little turnaround, no good. There's Harris with the rebound. Going to go to the floor. Kicks it out to Couch. One nice job by Harris recovering that ball and getting it from the floor into her hands. They're going to leave Libby Danner open for the three. No good. And pulled down by Sarah Smith. Come the Lady Wolves on the break. Smith going to take it down the right-hand side. Spins up on the block, and she's fouled. She goes to the basket by Huff. No, that was actually called on Couch. Excuse me. Learned to just watch the officials. Smith with the first, knocks it down.
We have Jasmine Banks coming in for Allie Bailey.
Smith will have number 2. Up.
Short.
A little short on that.
Combs has it now. Has looking to push a little bit more.
With Kidd.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see him try to go into Harris now with Bailey out of the game. And good job there by Haley Vance to dig in and knock the ball away there. Smith has it over to Kidd. Back to Smith. Smith shot up short. Caldwell with the rebound. Goes up and she'll be fouled. Danner got her on the wrist.
Be Libby's first, second on the Bloody Dogs.
I think Coach Hurt is making a concerted effort to run the Lady Wolves off the three-point line. They shot a lot of threes against him in the last game and hit several of them. And looks like that's his focus. Lady Wolves have to adjust and try to drive a little more and get to the foul line and score in the lane. Caldwell gets 1 and 2. Banks had the rebound, lost it, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Now we'll go to Hazard.
Right, Combs will inbound.
6-4 lead here for the Lady Bulldogs.
37 seconds to go. This may be the last possession of the quarter. Combs on the bounce. Drives on the right wing. Kidd avoids that screen there by Harris. Couch drives the baseline, kicks it back out. I think Couch
We're going to have a walk. Yeah,
Oh.
Caldwell went down with she dove for the ball and kind of got it as she was falling there.
So 18 to go, 18-5. Lady Dogs to inbound in the left-hand corner.
Hard spot to inbound the ball. You don't have a limited number of options, but they do get it in.
Huff looks over. She's going to drive baseline, or tries to. Vance cuts her off. Ball kicked back out to Combs. Combs looking to Danner. 6 seconds now to go. Danner, 4, 2.
Pull, 3. No good.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter with the score 6-4. Lady Dogs over the Lady Wolves over the Lady Dogs. Got that backwards.
I'd like to thank our sponsors while we got a chance here. Wolfe County Farm Bureau.
The new stuff to do, so we're back ready to go here with the second quarter. We'll see. The teams will get untracked a little bit offensively. We got Banks Kidd, Vance, Smith, and Colwell for Wolfe County. Still the same 5 that's been on the floor from the beginning for the Bulldogs. We got Harris, Danner, Combs, Huff, and Couch. Smith out top looking for Kidd. Drives. She's going to take it all the way to the basket. Up. Can't finish. Huff with good defense there. Combs on the break. Combs will take it around to the other side to try to initiate the offense. Huff deflected by Colwell. Combs down on the baseline. She takes it all the way across the baseline, kicks it back out to Huff. Combs in the corner. She's going to drive it in. She's going to be fouled by Kidd. It's going to be the first on Hannah Kidd and number 4 for the Wolves.
Bulldogs doing a screener action here, trying to get the ball on the block. Lady Wolves force them to throw it out top for 3. No good. Harris with the rebound, though.
It's going to be off Harris, out of bounds. She could not convert.
Lady Wolves dodged a bullet there. In the first game, she shot 3 or 4 times till she made it. Extremely good offensive rebounder, Annie Harris is. Caldwell has it, looking to attack. She drives, picks her dribble up, kicks over to Vance. Vance brings it back out the top. She drives, swings out to Kidd. Kidd pitches, nope, keeps her dribble, loses the dribble, and the Lady Dogs get it. Combs has it, and it's back tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs. Both teams just struggling offensively right now. They have good ball movement, just haven't been able to execute much on offense, put the ball in the hole. They get it into Harris in the corner. She's having trouble. She puts a dribble down, and she double dribbled. I thought she had put a dribble down to go to the corner. And we have Bailey and Miller coming in for Smith and Kidd. Lady Wolves now have Miller, Colwell, Vance, Banks, and Bailey. Miller handling the point guard duties here. She drives, pitches to Vance. Vance kicks over to Miller. Miller going to fire the 3. No good. Vance with the rebound. Vance drives again. Miller goes back door. Vance circles back out. Kicks to Bailey. Bailey struggles to get the handle, but does. Gets it over to Caldwell. And looks like we're going to have a high ball screen here by Bailey. Caldwell goes, kicks back to Bailey. Bailey going to fire the 18-footer, and it's good. Nice job there by the Lady Wolves.
It's Bailey's second basket now. She has 4 on the game.
Combs bringing it up now for Hazard. Over to Danter, back to Combs at the top of the key. Now into Hazard, Harris. Got a 3, and it's no good. Miller has the rebound. Lady Wolves looking to push. Miller kick back to Bailey. Bailey going to shoot a 3. Looks good. A little short, though. And Harris with the rebound. Combs looking to push. Harris going to come out and set the high ball screen here, most likely. No, they go away from her. Now they're going to set a cross screen for her. Danner drives. Over to Huff, back to Combs. Combs drives, shoots, and it's good. Nice runner off the glass there.
Mallory Combs with the first basket for the Bulldogs here in the second half. Coach Brown letting his charges know what he wants over there.
Caldwell has it now. Bailey going to come set the high screen again. Caldwell goes away from it, and it's blocked again. Miller grabs the ball. Caldwell grabs the ball, and it's taken away by Danner. Danner looks to attack. She backs it back out, though. Gives to Combs.
We'll slow it down here. 4:30 to go here.
Hazard doesn't like to play more than 5 if they don't have to. So, it's crucial for them to, not get tired. And the Lady Wolves are making them work a lot. Into Harris. Harris is double teamed. Back to Combs. Combs drives, and she's fouled by Vance on the reach-in. That'll be 2 on Haley Vance. We have Sarah Smith getting ready to check in. And Hannah Kidd will also come back in. And Banks and Vance will leave. Danner taking it out. Combs, Harris screens away. Danner looking to get it in, throws a bounce pass, but it's lost, and right to Danner, and that's a lucky break there for the Lady Bulldogs there. Good defense by the Lady Wolves, and it just happened to go right to Danner as she steps back in. Miller has the ball on the wing, picks her dribble up, back to Smith. Smith has it, gets the screen from Caldwell. Smith comes wide open, drives down, and lays it in. And Smith goes for a steal and doesn't get it. Danner has it now. And they back it out. Ooh, almost over and back there. Combs barely got across. Lady Wolves pressuring the ball. Combs picks it up over to Danner. Hazard looking to get it inside to Harris. And that looks like a jump ball there. And it'll stay with Hazard. Hazard going with the stack underneath out of bounds play here. And Harris steps down and shoots it, and it'll be a jump ball there. Good job there by Bailey to get her hand up before Harris can shoot that ball there. 3:15 to go in the second quarter. It's Wolfe County Lady Wolves 10 and Hazard Lady Bulldogs 8. Slow starting game offensively. Smith drives. Gets in, and she puts it up, and she's fouled. I think the foul go on Couch, I think. We'll have our first sub from the Lady Bulldogs. Smith gets the free throw, and number 4 comes in. That is Haley Smith for the Lady Bulldogs. She takes Couch's place. And Sarah Smith connects on both free throws to give the Lady Wolves a 12-8 lead. 3 minutes to go. Combs bringing it up. She'll be guarded by Kidd. Lady Wolves not pressing today, which is a surprise. They like to press a lot. Haley Smith drives and puts up a shot, and it goes. Caldwell has it. Gets the high ball screen from Bailey. Puts the shot up, and it banks in.
Brandon now with the 5 on the game.
Combs running the point for the Lady Dogs. Over to Haley Smith. Smith into Harris, and Bailey done a real good job today attacking the ball on the pass. And that'll be a jump ball, and he'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Smith take it out for the Lady Bulldogs. Screen the screener action for Hazard. Into Huff, and it's stolen away by Miller. Miller looks to push. Throws the pass to Kidd, and Kidd lays it in. Nice look there by Kenzie Miller on the fast break. Good job by Hannah Kidd running the floor there. 16-10 lead here as the Lady Wolves get a little bit of offensive rhythm here in the last couple of minutes. Combs picks her dribble up. She's looking for somebody to throw it to. She throws it deep into Harris. Harris puts the dribble down, and it looks like a walk. Oh, and we're going to have a foul call. Bailey wants to got her from behind there. And that'll be a 1-and-1, I think, for the Lady Bulldogs.
No, it's a 16
6 foul. Okay, I thought that was already 6 up there. Into Huff, over to Combs, to Danner. Danner going to put the 3 up, and it's no good. And the Lady Wolves get the rebound off to Smith. She's pushing. Loses the handle there for a second. Smith drives left, picks her dribble up, hits Caldwell. Caldwell drives, hits Bailey. Bailey's going to put the 3 up, no good, rolled out. Lady Wolves pressure, knocked it out of bounds. $1:15 to go in the first half, and it's 16-10. The Lady Wolves have the lead over the Lady Bulldogs. Combs bringing it across. Going to get a high ball screen from Huff here. And we have a hand check on Kia, looks like. It'll be 1-and-1 for the Lady Bulldogs. Mallory Combs will be shooting those.
Six-point lead for the Lady Wolves, and Combs will go to the line for 1-and-1.
And first one bounces high and goes in. And the second one's good also. 16-12 now. I look for Coach Brown to probably try to just score normal this time and then maybe hold it the next time he gets it. Caldwell has it. She drives, kicks to Bailey. Bailey thought about the 3. And it's stolen away by Harris. And ball's loose. And looks like I think Hazard might have been out of bounds when they touched it there, I think. It's Lady Wolves' ball. Yes. Come into Sarah Smith here. Lady Wolves might hold for the last one here with 35 seconds to go. Danner on Caldwell. Caldwell standing, no count yet. Now she's dribbling. Off to Kidd. Kidd being guarded by Combs. Kidd dribbles now. Off to Smith. Smith dribbling. And we're down to 10 seconds here now. The Lady Wolves will probably look to get into their offense. Caldwell drives to Kidd, and Kidd gets the good bounce, and it goes. And the Lady Bulldogs
can't get it in, so that'll be the half.
Nice job there by the Lady Wolves controlling that last 40 seconds, and then Caldwell driving and kicking the Kidd for the open 3. Kidd got the good bounce there. So at the half, it's 19-12. Lady Wolves lead in a defensive struggle,
to say the least.
Both teams didn't have that many turnovers, actually. They ran their offense pretty well. They just couldn't get shots to go. Lady Wolves didn't get many three-point attempts. I think that was Hazard's objective probably coming in, if I had to guess. So we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Brown makes here going into the second half. We want to thank our sponsors. Well, we got a chance here. Wolfe County Farm Bureau.
Bulldogs of Hazard. Annie Harris started out with 4. Mallory Combs also has 4 and 2 apiece for Libby Danner and Haley Smith. So not a whole lot of scoring there in the first half. It'll be interesting to see where the what adjustments are made here at halftime and see how everything goes forward.
I think that's a case of, both coaches are, good coaches, and they played each other a week ago, so it's fresh on your mind. And both teams really came in with a focus to take what the other team likes to do offensively away. Lady Wolves had a real focus on not letting Annie Harris catch the ball and put a dribble down. And the Lady Bulldogs had a real focus on not allowing the Lady Wolves to shoot many threes and everything. So, like you said, it'll be a adjustment in the halftime period, and we'll see which team handles that the best and comes out and finishes the second half.
Well, we've got Tyron Back is down at the UK game today for Bluegrass Sports Nation in the media seat. So it says we got media timeout, 8 minutes to go, 72-50. That was 10 minutes ago, so they're probably getting close to 5 at this point. So the Cats with a big lead over South Carolina, hopefully get another W and then head off to the SEC tournament and see where that brings. They've got 4 Cats in double figures at this time: Immense, Boston, SAR, and Jackson. So,
I think the Cats, and it's crazy to say, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't make a deep run into the SEC tournament. I don't think the SEC is overly talented as a whole this year. And, the Cats have lost a ton of games by, 2, 3, 4 points. And
well, they had a much better draw a couple of if they could have won out, but now they've it'll be, don't put anything beyond them. They can make it. They've got enough talent to do whatever they want, but it's just the question of whether or not they can put it together and make a run. I know I think Louisville was playing today, big game last night. Morehead State defeated Eastern Kentucky in the LVC semifinals to set up Morehead and Belmont in the finals today, which should be a great one.
Yeah.
I've still got a story to put up on that game last night. Just haven't had a lot to do on the website able today. We had Breathitt and Lee last night. Still have a recap and some pictures to do on that one. May not get done as we'll be going back to flood action as soon as this is over.
It's great to see Morehead and Eastern on a competitive level again. Unfortunately, I do think both those coaches will be moving on in the next year or two to a more lucrative Division I job. I think both those are young coaches, up and coming coaches, and that's often the case. With a young coach, if you get everything, going good at a small program, bigger programs take notice, obviously, and you can't fault those guys for wanting to move on and, secure financial, livelihood for their families, and everything. But it's been real fun seeing both those programs improve the last couple of years and everything.
Right.
And I personally like EKU's took the approach of they want to try to get as many good Kentucky high school basketball players as possible.
Got Green and Marino and
Cooper Robb, and they had the Broughton kid from North Laurel. I think he might actually still be there. I'm not sure. So I think Hamilton's done a really good job at Eastern, tapping into the in-state talent and everything.
Of course, the Lady Wildcats were knocked out of the SEC tournament last night by Georgia, so their run ends, and we'll see where they get placed in the NCAA tournament.
Now, is the women's NCAA tournament, they're doing the same thing as the men, ain't they, with one location?
That's my understanding. They're in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it looks like St. Henry beats repeats as All-A champion in the boys, beating Clinton County today.
They beat a good Walton Verona team earlier this month, or in February. I think like 70-25. And Walton Verona is a good team. So that St. Henry team, their team, that'll be right up there with North Laurel, Ashland, Lexington Catholic, Dunbar, and some of those Louisville schools when it's, time to play in that state tournament, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I saw the St. Henry bunch last year. Hazard made it to the semifinals and played them in the semifinals, and a really talented basketball team. Especially, of course, that Hazard team had perimeter and inside play both. Had a lot of talent, so they made a good run last year.
Had a game-winning shot there by Jared Napier in the first round, I think, of the All-A. As a neat thing.
This is 2:40 to go before we get this second half going.
We'll see if Coach Brown's halftime speech that he used the other night in the Jackson City game, if he's able to bring that back out.
He said they probably just told him to make three-pointers.
Yeah.
If it goes up, you better make it.
Try to make 10 or 12 threes in the second half. Hazard still not come out of the locker room. It looks like there they come now.
Yeah.
I think now in the 54th, Hazard plays Perry Central, correct? In girls, I think, because they seed in the girls' side, and Leslie's the 1 seed, and I think Buckhorn's the 4 seed. So I think,
yeah.
And that district's at Perry Central, so that'll be a very hard-fought game. Anytime Hazard and Perry Central play, you can throw the records out the window. And
I had those. Let me check and make sure. Of course, here next Saturday we'll have the 55th District Tournament begin with Wolfe County as the 1 seed in both the boys and girls side. And 11 o'clock next Saturday we'll have here live on BSN the Breathitt boys and Jackson City boys in a first round game, and then we'll have the Breathitt and Jackson City girls after that. I think it's about 1:45, 2 o'clock, something. Not for they'll be down on those times, but that's should be ready to go. And then on Monday night and Tuesday night we'll have the championship games.
It's odd, of course. We're welcome to 2020, 2021. That we're talking about a championship game of the district being played on a Monday night and a Tuesday night. But, with everything, how it's changed and everything, and starting the regional tournament the following Saturday, you can't do a normal format. So everybody wanted to adjust and give teams time to prepare and everything for the region.
Well, I just think it's, they're trying to get in, have least exposure, keep these teams healthy.
Sure.
At this point in time, you get a positive case, you're just done.
Yeah.
I mean, you're out.
Yeah.
What happened to Leslie County in volleyball?
Yeah.
They had a positive case and they were done. Couldn't play in the district, couldn't play in the region, or it might have been right after district. And can't say for sure, but they were out, and their seniors didn't get to play their final game.
That's a shame. You always want to end it on the field or the floor, however that may be. But that's what you want to have happen. Looks Looks like both teams coming back out with their starters to start the second half. It'll be Lady Wolves basketball.
Jackson City defeated Eastridge 68-61 in girls action over at Prestonsburg today. So good job by the Lady Tigers. 2,000 points for Tincher. Goes in, and Colwell gets back a loose ball, and Annie Harris is going to gather it for the Lady Bulldogs. Here comes Combs on the break.
Lady Wolves had a nice set play there, but couldn't convert. Now the Lady Dogs are going to go into Harris, and Lady Wolves make them kick it back out. Danner throws it back into Harris. She spins, goes up, and is fouled. Annie Harris will go to the line for 2 here. 19-12 lead for the Lady Wolves, and Harris connects on her first free throw to make it 19-13.
She'll have the second.
And she converts. Now, she shoots it a lot better than a 50% free throw shooter. Her percentage, it appears it should be higher the way she shoots the ball.
Colwell out top. And drive down to the basket. It's going to be a foul on Combs and send Colwell to the line. It's like the strategy at halftime for the Wolves might have been to get the ball to the basket.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if teams are going to overplay the three-point line, you know, that's got to open up the lane for drives, and, you know, that's Caldwell's strength, you know, is to get to that rim. So, you know, Coach Brown, I'm sure, you know, he doesn't care to spread the floor and let her attack. That's her strong suit, so see how that plays out.
Gets the second.
We have
21-14 now for
Haley Smith back in for Hazard. She comes in for Huff.
Combs back on the offense for the Bulldogs.
Vance, Gordon, Combs. We have a back screen here for Harris, and Combs is looking to get it in there. Does. Harris spins and hits the bottom of the rim. Caldwell's looking to attack. She loses it, and the ball's still loose. Danner gets it. She throws the ball to Harris, and Harris will lay it in. Another sort of bad break for the Lady Wolves, kind of bounced right to her, and Harris was open underneath. So we have a 5-point game here. Smith drives, kicks to Vance. Vance hits Caldwell. Caldwell puts it up, and Harris fouls her. Coach Brown trying to get his girls to use the high ball screen when he calls for it. And Caldwell converts the first one. 22-16 with 6:26 to go in the third. Caldwell's second one is good also. Pushes it out to a 7-point lead. Danner gets it back to Combs. Combs will bring it up. Hazard's running a back screen sort of for Harris to come to the right block usually. And now they're going to run it to the left side. Danner now over to Smith, to Combs, to Smith. Smith looking to get it inside. The Wolves are doubling Harris. They still get it in there. Triple team. They kick it out. Smith with a three. It's no good. Combs with a rebound. She's driving, kicks. And that three hits the wire, I think, but they didn't call it. (23-19). Vance has it. She gets a screen, kicks to Caldwell, back to Vance, top of the key, or Bailey, I'm sorry, and Bailey hits the three. And Coach Brown's going to call a timeout. I think he's probably going to try to address the back screen for Harris and when the ball goes into her. 26-19 with 5:28 to go. I'm looking forward to the regional tournament. I haven't got to watch but one game all year in the Coliseum. It's a beautiful, beautiful remodel that they did after the unfortunate fire they had. Superintendent Watts and athletic director Kyle Moore have done a great job getting that place in tip-top shape. And I think couldn't be in a better place this year. Looks like a great atmosphere for a ball game. And I've seen they also upped the attendance level. Now I think you can have 25% in, so that should help a little. Allow a few more people to come in. We have a shot here by Couch, no good, and Vance runs the rebound down. She's looking to push. She kicks to Bailey. Bailey thought about the three, drives, kicks to the corner to Miller. Miller drives, kicks back to Bailey. Bailey going to shoot the jumper. It's short. Smith gets the rebound, misses. Caldwell gets it. She goes up and is fouled hard. Nice job there by the Lady Wolves fighting for their offensive rebound. Caldwell's first is good. (27-19) now. Caldwell's second, and it's good. 28-19. Lady Wolves able to stretch it out to a 9-point lead here. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Combs bringing it across, being guarded by Vance. It's cross screen for Harris. Bailey is fronting now. Over to Danner, to Combs. Combs drives. And jump ball looks to be the call here. And it'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Huff going to check back in here for Robinson. The screener play probably going to happen here from the Lady Bulldogs. Look for Combs to try to come open on this backside, or Harris to post. And Harris is posting, and Lady Wolves double it, and it looks like a foul called there by the official. And now the Lady Bulldogs go to a stack, and they're going to throw it straight into Harris, and she goes up, and she misses it, but gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. Lady Wolves have to box Annie Harris out after she puts the shot up. She's extremely good at getting her own rebound. Her and Adriana Schutz is probably the two most prolific offensive rebounders in the 14th region. Both of them have a knack for going after it as soon as they shoot it and do a great job of getting it and putting it back in. Her first free throw's good, and her second one is. 28-21 now. Caldwell bringing it up. She gets the screen, turns away from it. Bailey has it over, puts the three up, and it's no good. Combs has it, and she's going to be fouled by Vance. And I think that's going to be Vance's third or fourth foul. I think fourth. That's a bad foul there with 4:10 to go. You know, you have to just go ahead and get on back on defense. You know, don't take that chance. She's too valuable on the floor to take that chance. Kidd will come in, though, and take her spot. She's guarding Danner now. Combs cuts through. Now Harris cycles through. Over to Huff. Danner cycles through again. She's left alone. She drives, puts a shot up, and it's no good, but Harris with another rebound and puts it back in. Lady Wolves have to box Annie Harris out. In the first half, they've done a real good job of that. She's got two putbacks here to start the third.
It's 8 points in the quarter for her.
Caldwell drives, kicks to Smith. Smith loses it. Danner has it, and off to Couch. Couch being pressured. Danner has it now. I look for Coach Brown to call timeout here for the Bulldogs score. Hazard's on a little bit of a run here. Got some momentum. Screen there, and we're going to have another foul on Kidd. That's 3 on Hannah Kidd. Danner going to inbound it for the Lady Bulldogs. Looks like a ball opposite here as ball goes over to Danner in the corner. She thought about it. Now she's going to throw into Harris. back out to Danner. Danner going to shoot the three, and it's good. And the Lady Dogs have cut it to a 2-point lead here. The Lady Wolves are going to have to answer. The Lady Wolves don't seem extremely engaged right now in the game. They're just kind of walking up and down the floor there. It's 28-26. Game's definitely not over. Miller has it now. She pitches to Smith. Smith drives and loses it. Danner has it. And then it'll go back to the Lady Wolves here. Caldwell to inbound. Over Kidd to Miller. Into Caldwell. Caldwell going to put the shot up, and it's good. 30-26 here with 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Combs has it out front. Smith overplaying her right hand. High screen there for the Couch. Miller goes after it, don't get it. Couch steps into a shot, and it's good. Smith has it. Over to Kidd. Kidd drives. And the ball's took away, and we're going to have a foul on Hazard there. 3, and that's going to be 2 shots for Caldwell.
It's 2 on Mallory Combs.
First free throw's good by Caldwell. And the second one's good there. 32-28 lead for the Lady Wolves. Off to Huff, over to Danner. Back to Couch, over to Huff. Combs curls around and gets it out top. Into Harris now. Harris double teamed, and it'll be a jump ball here. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Combs is going to take it out here. Look for a screenplay for her, probably coming back in. Into Harris. She catches it too deep, and it's blocked, but it'll go out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs. Can't let Annie Harris get that deep on you in post position most times. They do their stack here. Harris is probably going to step down, trying to get this lob. Caldwell does a good job to take it away, and Harris pushes her. That's a good call there. She tried to push Caldwell out of the way there, and that'll be 3 on Annie Harris, I think. Caldwell has it. 1 minute to go. 32-28. Kidd going to fire a 3. No good. Hazard with the rebound and loses it out of bounds. Lady Wolves caught a break there. We're going to have a sub for Hazard. Hannah Cottle will come in for Annie Sloan the last minute. Over to Kidd in the corner. Kidd puts the 3 up. No good. Caldwell gets the rebound and puts it up and in. There's a situation where we might not get that rebound if Annie Harris is in there. So, Lady Wolves catch a break with her going out this last minute. 34-28 with 40 seconds to go. Combs has it now. Harris is off the floor, so the Lady Wolves don't have to pay quite as much attention to the post game now. Combs comes through on a screen. Danner has it out front, being guarded by Kidd. Kidd pressuring the ball. Danner breaks the count. 25 seconds to go. Looks like a high ball screen will probably come here for Danner here in the last 10 seconds or so. Going to just flatten it out and let her go one-on-one here. And now comes the high ball screen. And she don't take it. She pulls up for a 3. No good. 4 seconds to go. The Lady Wolves can get a shot, and she's tries. Danner done a good job there, stepping in her path and making her lose her balance there. That's a good defensive play there by Danner. So with 0.8 seconds to go, you know, Coach Brown, main thing he don't want to have happen is someone foul a shooter here. And Combs is going to catch it, and she's going to get a shot off, but it's going to come up well short. After 3, the Lady Wolves lead 34-28. And both coaches will go to their huddle and look to make some adjustments. We'll go through our sponsors here while we get a chance. Wolfe County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly. All your insurance needs. Wolfe County, they have you covered. Wolfe County Farm Bureau Federation has gave over $4,000 in scholarships to high school kids in 2020 and over $5,000 to local food banks during the COVID pandemic. Whitaker Bank of Campton, supporting the Wolves and Lady Wolves and all of Wolfe County. Kale's Patriot Pizza. Right now you could be eating a great pizza and have it delivered to your door. Call Kale at 668-9016. Banks Auto Sales, serving Wolfe County and the area for over 25 years. Get your next car from Raymond and the good people at Banks. Mountain Homes, find your best deal in the mountains on your next home at Mountain Homes in Campton. And Wolfe County Public Library, thank all those people.
And that quarter was basically Colwell and Harris going at it. Brianna had 12 points in the quarter, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. So excellent job by her at the free throw line. Harris with 8 points in the quarter was 4 of 4 at the free throw line as well. So the Wolves got a 3 from Allie Bailey there, the only other scoring in that quarter. So they'll have to probably get a little bit more balanced scoring down the stretch here.
Well, Wolves, 3-point shooters, neither one of them have had very many looks at all. Kenzie Miller and Haley Vance. I know Kenzie's shot one shot, and I think Haley might have shot one shot. So Hazards, they've committed to their game plan of taking threes away. So we'll see how that plays out over the last 8 minutes. Smith drives, puts a shot up, and it's no good. And Hazard gets the rebound. And Caldwell steals it, and she's blocked. Kidd gets it. It's missed. Kidd gets the rebound again. And it's a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Wolves had a chance there, and nice defensive play there by Hazard. And Smith with the steal here. She's driving. She goes up for a layup, and it's good. Nice play there by Sarah Smith. Get a steal on the transition layup. 36-28 with 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Combs has it. She kicks over to Couch. Couch's shot's up, and it's good from the corner. Big shot there by Couch. She hit a big 3 in the first matchup these two teams have.
Second three-pointer of the game.
Not sure what grade she's in, but she looks really young. And she's going to be a good player. Bailey with the drive, and she's pushed and has an opportunity for an and-one play there. Nice job by Allie Bailey to go in and score and have the chance for a and-one opportunity there. Annie Harris and Haley Smith come back into the game for the Lady Bulldogs.
And Couch is a 7th grader.
Couch is a 7th grader. I knew she looked young. She's going to be a good little player, though, obviously. She's been out there a lot today. Bailey's free throw is good, and that pushes it to a 39-31 lead for the Lady Wolves. Combs has it, bring it up. Combs drives. Smith overplayed a little too much there, but Harris gets the rebound, and she'll go up and has a chance for an and-one. Got to box Annie Harris out when the ball goes up. She's a relentless offensive rebounder. Extremely strong young lady, really good at getting their offensive rebound and putting it back in. She'll have the free throw here and misses, but ball goes out of bounds. I don't think the Lady Wolves were ready for that free throw attempt to be just one free throw there. So Hazard has a chance to cut into the lead a little more here. Combs takes it out, gets it into Harris in the corner, and now we're going to run ball side to Combs in the corner for 3. And no good, but another rebound by Couch. And timeout there by Coach Hurt. He seen this girl was in trouble, and probably a really good timeout there by Coach Hurt. Offensive rebounds, I'm sure, is what Coach Brown's talking about right now in his huddle. You know, you have a free throw missed, and you give up a rebound, and a three's missed, you give up another rebound. In close games, you can't give teams 4 chances to score. You know, you have to be able to finish the deal on defense and everything. Coach Hurt, he's got an underneath OB here. I'm sure he's going to try to run some sort of set to get him a good bucket and get this down under 5. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, we've got Hazard inbound.
Out to Danner, over to Combs. Over to Couch, back to Combs. Harris posting hard. Lady Wolves come with the double, and she's fouled. And that'll be 1-1 for the Lady Bulldogs.
That one on Colwell, that's her second.
So Lady Wolves have to really focus here on offensive rebounds to end this possession here. Minimize the damage as much as possible. And she hits the first. And gets the second. And then we have a sub coming in here. Mackenzie Miller come in for Jasmine Banks. Miller's just got one shot attempt today. You know, she's accepted being denied the ball a little more than what Coach Brown's going to like, I think. It's a learning experience for her. That hasn't happened to her a lot. Caldwell drives, and she's fouled. So, Brennan, we might just play this out one-on-one with Annie Harris and Bree Caldwell.
That's what it looks like right now. Harris already with 4 here in the fourth.
Caldwell, free throw's good there.
10 of 11 today from the free throw line.
And now it's a 6-point lead again for the Lady Wolves with 6 minutes to go. Smith guarding Combs. Danner has it. She's getting the ball screen from Harris. She goes away from it. Danner over to Combs. I assume they're going to try their best to get it into Harris here. And there's a jump ball, and that'll go to the Lady Wolves. Coach Hurt encouraging Haley Smith to throw a bounce pass there to Harris. Smith bringing it up, being guarded by Smith. It's not the first time she's ever been guarded by Haley Smith, I think. And Allie Bailey hits a 3, and Coach Brown's going to call a timeout here and, you know, try to shore up his defense a little bit.
Extends the lead out to 9 points. That's 6 in the quarter for Allie Bailey, putting in a big performance today.
She's had a great game today. You know, not only guarding and battling with somebody like Annie Harris, but, you know, she's been a major contributor on the offensive end too. And a lot of times when you have to play as hard as you do against a kid like Harris, it affects you offensively.
And she's got 13 on the day.
Yeah, she's hit some big shots and picked up, you know, where a couple of the other Lady Wolves have struggled today. So we'll see how Coach Hurt goes about it here with 5:28 to go in the game.
We go down the stretch here. Thasman, know we got started about 20 minutes late. 2:20 right now. Looks like the Cats have gotten a win. Jackson City's girls have got a win today. Kind of interesting how Coach Brown goes all the way against the bleachers over there. Of course, doesn't have a It's he and one assistant and 7 girls.
They have Wolfe County they decided when the COVID season was going to allow them to play, they bought stools and they put over there, and each kid has their own stool that they go to, and that's kind of, and their own towel, and that's kind of another safety precaution that they adopted and everything. So that's kind of why they always go back there, from what I understand. Combs bringing it up, being guarded by Smith. Harris going to screen Smith. Lady Wolf's got to do a little better job of letting Smith know that's coming. Somebody as strong as Harris is screening you. And there's a steal by Caldwell. Caldwell on the break, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. It's just stay with the Wolves. Caldwell done a real good job there, obviously anticipating the pass to Harris, and went over and stowed that ball. Coach Hart's trying to get his girls to come out and guard. Smith's going to shoot the 3. It's no good. And rebound by Harris. And that's a bad foul there by Caldwell. That's, you're 90 feet from the basket. There's no sense to do that now. Hazard will get to go shoot 2 free throws. You just got to run and get back. Once they get the rebound, just hustle back and play position defense.
Gives her 3 on the game now.
Yeah, that's a risky play. And Coach Brown would rather her not do that. She's too valuable to take a foul 90 feet from the basket. Combs, though, with the 1-and-1, and she gets the first one. Both teams have shot free throws really well today. Combs will have one more, 44-36. It's up, and it's no good. Of course, I jinxed her. And Caldwell runs the rebound down here. Smith going to set the ball screen for Caldwell. Caldwell looks to attack. She pitches to Kidd. Kidd's going to fire a 3. It's no good. Miller with the rebound. She gets it off to Sarah Smith. Sarah's going to set it back up. Being pressured now by Robinson. Ball's deflected, and we're going to have a foul on Robinson. And that'll be 1-and-1 for the Lady Wolves. Now Sarah Smith go to the line.
It's Haley Smith for Hazard.
I'm sorry, Haley Smith. I'm sorry. And Sarah Smith converts the first one. Vance going to check back in for Hannah Kidd here. Vance has 4 fouls. She'll need to be careful. This last 4-24. Smith with her second. And it's good. 46-36 with 4:23 to go in the game. Smith overplaying Combs' right hand. Got a high ball screen here, and Combs goes away from it. Off to Haley Smith, over to Couch. And now Haley Smith has it, and it's over to Danner. They're really wanting to get the ball inside to Harris here. Danner has it over to Couch. Couch going to fire a 3, no good, and Bailey with another big rebound. Sarah Smith driving. She pitches to Vance. Vance circles back out. Combs has her. She gives off to Smith. And off to Caldwell. Caldwell looks to drive. And the Lady Dogs are probably going to have to bring another person to pressure Caldwell. Caldwell's going to be able to dribble it out here a lot. And there off to Smith. Over to Vance. And Combs is going to foul Vance. So Vance will go to the free throw line, I think, for the first time today. And it'll be 1-and-1. From here on, the Lady Wolves will shoot 2. And Vance's first free throw's good. Vance's Second's also good, and it pushes it out to a 12-point lead, 48-36 with 3:10 to go. Hazard's going to have to find a little sense of urgency here to make a run. Combs bringing it up. She drives and puts a shot up, and it's good. Lady Wolves have pushed her left most of the night. She went left that time and scored the bucket. Caldwell has it. Lady Wolves have went to a 5-out. Caldwell drives, puts a shot up and one, and she's fouled. Bree Caldwell done a really good job there with the hesitation and then just drove. No one down there because the Lady Wolves are in 5-out offense. Caldwell's free throw up, and it's good. 2:40 to go, 51-38. Lady Wolves lead. Combs has it. Being guarded by Smith. And over to Danner. Danner with it. Lady Bulldogs are going to have to find a sense of urgency here. 2:20 to go. Combs driving. Puts a shot up. It's no good. And Caldwell with the rebound. And she's going to smartly back it out. Nice senior leadership there by Bree Caldwell with 2:10 to go. 13-point lead. Caldwell loses it for a moment. Pitches to Vance. Vance being guarded by Combs. Combs screen away now off to Smith. Bailey with the screen. Caldwell has it in the corner. In trouble, and it's going to stay at the Lady Wolves there. And into Bailey. And we're going to call time. Coach Brown's going to call time out there.
Take a 30.
Lady Wolves, main thing they don't want to do is have a live ball turnover here. They, they're okay if they don't score, but you don't want to have a live ball turnover. It leads to a quick bucket on the other end. You'd rather, just have a missed shot, get back on defense, and make Hazard have to run some clock. Lady Bulldogs have to find a little bit of sense of urgency and get up and down a little quicker than what they like to play most of the time. Look for them to start shooting some threes if they have the option.
Right now, I have Wolfe County at 22 of 24 at the line. So
I think Caldwell's missed one, I think. And Smith to inbound. She hits her, and Caldwell goes up. She's blocked by Harris, but Smith runs the rebound down, and Vance has it. And now they'll set the offense back up. Vance drives, backs it back out. Off to Bailey, back to Vance, and Smith has it out top now. Smith dribbling, loses the handle. Off to Vance. Combs guarding Vance, and she's fouled. So Vance will go to the line now for two.
It's 20 of 22.
Okay. And 51-38, the Lady Wolves, if they can hit their free throws and barring a barrage of three-pointers, should escape here with a win. 52-38 now. And 53-38. 15-point lead here with 1:23 to go. Combs has it. She's driving. Lady Wolves don't want to foul, and that's a block on Allie Bailey.
It's going to be her fourth.
I look for Hazard to press, make, or miss here. And Combs misses the first one. 1:17 to go, 15-point lead. Hazard will have to try to extend the defense now. Second shot's up, and it's good by Combs, and Hazard is going to press. Smith has it. She's dribbling. Off to Caldwell. Caldwell's driving now. She backs it back out. Drives now. Kicks over in the corner to Miller. Miller's going to shoot the three. No good. Bailey with the rebound. It's no good, and the Wolves just need to get back. And not foul here. Harris misses, and it's out of bounds, and he'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. With 52 seconds to go, 14-point lead. And Haley Smith will inbound for Hazard here. She's looking for somebody to get it into. She throws to Danner. Danner puts the three up. It's no good. And we have a jump ball, and it'll stay with Hazard. And Combs has it. Over to Smith. Smith going to shoot the three. It's no good. Rebound Harris. No. And that one goes out of bounds off of Hazard. So the Lady Wolves will have it with 41 seconds to go. Hazard still pressing. Into Smith. Smith dribbling. Pressured by Haley Smith. Gets it across. Off to Vance. I don't think Hazard's going to foul here. The Lady Wolves will just run this out, most likely. Yeah, well, Haley Smith does foul with 22.9 to go. And Sarah Smith will go to the line.
Wolves will try to hit two more. 22 for 24 right now on the night.
And that one's good. We have Jasmine Banks and Hannah Kidd coming in with Bree Caldwell and Allie Bailey leaving. You know, this is a good win for the Lady Wolves. You know, this gives them a little confidence that if teams do try to take away the three-point shot, you know, they can still play and everything. So, you know, that's positive for Coach Brown to build on. So 55-39 with 20 seconds to go. Combs brings it up. Lady Wolves don't want to foul. Danner with a three, and it's good. And the Lady Wolves will take it out of bounds. And don't look for Hazard to foul, but they might. And the Lady Wolves will finish this one off 55-42 to improve to 12-5 on the year, heading into the final regular season week. While Brendan's doing some tallying up, I'll go over our sponsors. We have Wolfe County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly. All your insurance needs, Wolfe County, they have you covered. Wolfe County Farm Bureau Federations gave over $4,000 in scholarships to high school kids in 2020 and over $5,000 to local food banks during the COVID pandemic. Whitaker Bank of Campton, supporting the Wolves and Lady Wolves in all of Wolfe County. Kill's Patriot Pizza. Right now, you could be eating a great pizza and have it delivered to your door. Call Kill at 668-9016. Banks Auto Sales, serving Wolfe County and the area for over 25 years. Get your next car from Raymond and the good people at Banks. Mountain Homes. Find your best deal in the mountains on your next home at Mountain Homes in Campton. In Wolfe County Public Library.
All right, scoring here for the Wolves tonight. On Thursday night, they had 6 of their 7 players in double figures. Tonight, they have 3. Brianna Caldwell with a big night with 17 in the second half for 22 on the game. Allie Bailey with a big night as well, 13, and Sarah Smith with 11, 4 for Haley Vance, and 5 for Hannah Kidd. On the Hazard side, they were led by Annie Harris, who hit her average at 16 on the game. Also had Mallory Combs with 8, Libby Danner with 8, Taylor Couch with 8, and 2 for Haley Smith. So that'll do it for us here from Rose Gymnasium. The Lady Wolves moved to 12-5 on the season, and they'll face Buckhorn on Wednesday night,
and Menifee on Thursday, both at home,
before they get ready for the district tournament next week. So a big win for the Lady Wolves, folks. Y'all have a great weekend. This is Brendan and Lucas, Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll see you again probably on Monday night. We'll let you know what our schedule is over the weekend.
And sit down.